God, it has been ages since I have used the display capture. Oh my god, it's terrible, chat. The display capture is so bad. It's all good though. I guess we'll put the gaming category. There's like no gaming going on, but I think I give a shit. Hell no. Let's go, chat. Okay, what are we doing? Bam. What's up, chat? How's it going? What's up, Felipe? Yo, Ollie! Dude, how are we doing, Ollie? What's up, Banana King? We're doing a tier list today, chat. Oh my god. Epic tier list. Also, let me know if you guys can hear the music. I haven't used it in a while, so, yeah, if you can't hear it, let me know. That would be a good thing to know. Oshawott better be S. Buddy, I don't think we're gonna get to Oshawott today. Oshawott's Generation 5, dude. He's all the way down here. We're basically gonna go as far as we can in like the 3-hour time frame I usually do. Put him there anyway. We'll see, man. We'll see. But how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? You know, I'll answer it right now for myself. I'm doing fine. You know, I went to work today and I was working and it was low-key kind of miserable, but you know, I'm chilling right now. I have a haircut in an hour. Dude, I got a haircut yesterday. So fire. Good luck getting your haircut. Live tier list, epic. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you. See, I'm glad you like the live tier list. I worked for 4 hours. Dude, same. It was rough. But we're back. You got your paycheck. Nice. Nice. Alright. Honestly, I think we're just gonna get started, right? I mean, we might as well. Here's the deal. I'm not gonna rank any of these, like, do a Lumion Legacy tier list in your dreams, dude. I'm gonna add another row. We're gonna call this, like, miscellaneous. We're just gonna put shit in here that, like, we're not ranking. Like, I don't know why there's 2 Venusaurs here. And I'm not ranking the Mega Evolutions. I'm just ranking the Pokemon. I only just woke up. Dude, that's fire. Diglett in Superb tier. We'll see, man. If Mackles were here, he would force me to put Diglett in S tier, but me personally, we'll see, but yeah, honestly, so yeah, I'm not gonna, like, all the random, like, forms and duplicate Pokemon I'm gonna put in this bottom tier, because I'm only gonna rank each of the, you know, evolutions, each of the stages, each individual Pokemon, you know, whatever. Sniper, get that! No! Dude. But yeah. So yeah. I think that's really the only rule I have. So let's get started. First up, we got Bulbasaur. Now, on the thumbnail, I did give big ol' Bulbasaur an S tier. But is Bulbasaur an S tier Pokemon overall? I don't know. I'd say Bulbasaur is either like S or A, but I might feel inclined to put Bulbasaur in A tier just because I want S tier to be for like the real heavy hitter Pokemon. You know, and Bulbasaur, he's pretty cool. He's one of my favorite starters, but I don't know if I want to put Bulbasaur in S tier necessarily. But you know, as one of the first starters, you know, I think Bulbasaur, yeah, he's green and shit. I mean, he's pretty awesome. He's got the bulb on his back. He's a a good little frog guy. I think he's pretty cool. But I think we're gonna leave Bulbasaur in A tier for now. I might change that, maybe. We'll see. Yo, what's up, Flair? You should talk about his pros and cons. Well, he's a frog. I like the color scheme too. I think the red on the blue and green is really good. There's not really much negative to say about this Pokemon. Yeah, I just think Bulbasaur is like overall pretty good. Is he good in a fight? Well, I mean, no, not really. I mean, depending on what game, I guess. Can he beat 1 million lions? No. Bulbasaur will not beat 1 million lions, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna leave Bulbasaur in A for now. I think that's a good spot. We might move it up to S, we'll see. Anyways, we got Ivysaur next. Ivysaur is a little bit of a step back. I do like the pink bulb on its back, but it kind of just feels like Bulbasaur the sequel. I mean, and that is kind of what it is. It is like Bulbasaur's evolution. You know, they look pretty similar. It's basically just Bulbasaur, but it's more blue, and like its bulb opened up, kinda. So I don't know if I would. I don't think Ivysaur is C tier because I still think it's a pretty good design. But I think B tier is a good spot. It's just, you know, there's nothing you can really say bad about it, but it's not like great either. So yeah, I'm gonna leave Ivysaur in B tier. I think that's a good spot. What's Misk? Misk is just the tier I'm gonna put like the duplicates and like the forms. Like I'm not ranking the Mega Evolutions or the, you know, Gigantamax or like the duplicate Pokemon, so I'm just gonna put them all in here. So yeah, Ivysaur B tier. Alright. Next up, we got Venusaur. I think Venusaur is A tier. I used to not like Venusaur that much. I think it's kind of because it's like so... Venusaur, I feel like, is one of those Pokemon that, like... I don't know, when I was younger, I used to not be a fan of like a lot of the slower, bulky Pokemon. But honestly, Venusaur is pretty based. I really like the little tropical plant thing it's got going on its back. And I think that's one of my favorite things about the Bulbasaur line. It's like... It's such a good representation of evolution in Pokemon. Because, you know, Bulbasaur starts out with, you know, he's tiny and he's got the little bulb. And the bulb slowly opens up and he slowly gets bigger over time. And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, Venusaur is A tier. Yo, what's up, Mackles? And then we're just going to put this duplicate Venusaur in here. Alright. The whole Charizard line is overrated. We'll get to that, Felipe. We'll get to that. Right now! Because Charizard is right now. Alright. Charmander. I think Charmander, for me, is probably, like, the weakest out of the Charmander line. If I had to wager a bet. Like, weakest design-wise, at least. I don't really like its forehead or its head shape. I think it looks kind of goofy. So of course what Ollie said true. I didn't call Diglett a fraud. He was like saying Diglett should be an S, and I'm like, well, we'll see. I don't know where I'm gonna rank Diglett. But yeah, Charmander, I don't really like the way its head looks. And I mean, other than that, you know, I think the colors are good. It's a pretty solid starter design, though I wouldn't put it any higher than B tier personally. Like, I still think it's solid, but I don't know. I could even argue this maybe being in C tier, but I'm gonna put it in B tier now just because, you know, it's fine. What's the weird little fox thing on the bottom right called? Like Vulpix or something? Yeah, Vulpix. You hate Vulpix? Bruh. I think Vulpix is awesome. Alright, next up. Next up we got Charmeleon looking like a whole ketchup bottle. Honestly, I like Charmeleon the most out of the Charizard line. I feel like Charmeleon, like, it embodies that, like, rebellious middle stage teenager Pokemon. Like, it just looks like an op. Or like he's trying to be an op. And I really like that red too. It's kind of, you know, much, but you know, I still really like it. So I got a Gleam plush Duskit today. Dude, let's go, Risatos. GG. Your job hunt? Oh, Knuckles, rest in peace, dude. Oh my god. That is... Yeah, I wish you luck, dude. I remember when I got my first job, it took me like the whole summer, basically, to get one. It was not fun. Anyway, like I was saying, Charmeleon, I think, is pretty good. As for where I would rank it, I'd probably put it like the top of B tier. I don't know if I'd necessarily want to put it in A, but I think as on its own, it's pretty good. You know, I like it the most out of the Charizard line. So, yeah. So score is a job. Dude, I have 2 jobs. Yeah. Anyways, let's get the forms out of here. I'm not ranking those. I spent tons of time preparing for Sweet Retreat Masteries just to find out it was out. It was out. There was no Sweet Retreat. Dude, you're cooked. Rest in peace. Anyways, Charizard is up next. I used to hate Charizard when I was younger because I just used to think it was so overrated. Like, I remember when Pokemon X and Y first came out, like, I didn't have a huge issue with Charizard before X and Y, but when X and Y came out and they gave Charizard 2 Mega Evolutions and, like, the other 2 Kanto starters only 1, I was so mad. So I was like, dude, they're like, I don't know. And then they put Charizard in, like, every game, too. That also pisses me off. Like, they don't even bother to put the other Kanto starters in some of the games. They just put Charizard in. Like, in Sword and Shield, Charizard isn't even, like, a fucking Pokemon from the Galar region, but it's the champion of that game's ace. It's his main Pokemon, because it has the Gigantamax form that they make it use. I still think Charizard's overrated, but I do think the design, you know, objectively is pretty good. Though I'd still put it in, like, B tier. I think I'd put it, like, above Ivysaur. You know, I'm not crazy about it as much as other people, but I still think it's a pretty good design. That's mainly what I'm basing this off of, so, yeah. Yeah, you guys can cry about it. Listen, I think Charizard's overrated too, but that doesn't mean it's D tier. Alright, next up we got Squirtle. Dude, Squirtle's awesome, man. I love Squirtle. Yeah, Squirtle is a goat. He's quite the, like, simple little guy, but it's such a good design, I think. I think I slightly prefer Bulbasaur over it, but I still think this is like an A Pokemon. Pretty good, man. But overall, I feel like the Squirtle line, out of all the Kanto starter lines, is the worst one, and that's because of the next 2, and that's Wartortle and Blastoise. I thought you were going to put it in F tier because I love my boy Charizard. Nah, maybe like 5 years ago. But yeah, Squirtle, A tier. Nothing really much to say other than that it's pretty good. He's pretty cute. It's awesome. But yeah. Next up we got Wartortle. And Wartortle, like, I don't know. I think it's okay. Like, I don't know. I think it's alright, but it just feels so weird when you look at this line. Because, like, if you look at Squirtle, then Wartortle, then Blastoise, like, what happened here? Like, the Squirtle's here, chilling out, and then it gets these feathers on its head, and then its tail turns into, like, this feathery thing, and then it turns into, like, Blastoise, and, like, it barely even resembles, like, what it was here. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. But as, like, a standalone design, I think it's solid. I prefer it to Charmander, but, like, I wouldn't put it above Ivysaur. I'd put it B tier. Do you like the redesign of Ika? I did see it. I think it's alright. And then we got Blastoise. This might be my first hot take of the video, or of the stream, of the tier list, the ranking, whatever. I think Blastoise is C tier. I just don't like this Pokemon. I just think it's, eh. Like, I don't know. Like the cannons on its shell used to be cool to me when I was younger. But it just feels kind of lame. Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you what I dislike about it. But I don't feel like compared to Venusaur and Charizard, it's just kind of there. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, it's okay. But I don't it doesn't have anything that makes me go like, wow, this Pokemon's awesome. At least make it B. We'll see. I might move it up. I think it's like high C. I can make the case for low B. I'll see how everything else turns out. Why are you subbing? It's because I put Blastoise in C tier. Next up, we got Caterpie. I think Caterpie is like, it's a solid little buggy guy. I think it's C tier though. I really like the derpy eye and then the like red horn thing that it's got. But other than that, it's like just kind of mid, to be honest. Yeah, there's not really much else for me to say about Caterpie, you know. Early game bug type, it's whatever. Next up we got Metapod. Kind of the same thing. Though I think Metapod, honestly, I like a little more than Caterpie just because of how fucking stupid it is. So let's go. Good news, I beat Scarlet. That's crazy. You didn't wait like 7 years. This is a shocking discovery. GG. But yeah, Metapod I slightly prefer over Caterpie. Just because I remember when I was younger, there was this one episode I watched from like the Pokemon anime. It was one of like the really early ones. It was like the first season. Ash had a Metapod and he was fighting this other guy with a Metapod, and they both just kept spamming Harden, which is like Metapod's only move. And I thought that was funny because they were just there all day using Harden, and then I forget what happened after that. I think like Ash's Metapod evolved or something, or like it got stolen. Like, I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. I still think it's C tier though, but I put it above Caterpie. Anyways, next up, let me put Butterfree here, and then we got Butterfree. So Butterfree, it's not a Pokemon that like I feel any like strongly about or any type of way, or like I'm gonna put it really high, but like I think it's solid. It's alright. You'd say C tier? I'm thinking either B or C. I think I do prefer Butterfree to like
Wartortle. So I'm gonna put Butterfree in B tier. I think it's pretty solid. So we're gonna put Butterfree B tier. What the Sigma? Dude, calm down. If someone don't like Pikachu, then I don't know who raised them. Damn. I don't like Pikachu. Well, I don't think it's a bad. We'll get to Pikachu eventually, but anyways, next up we got Weedle. Chat, we got Weedle. Dude, my goat. Weedle is a thing. It looks really stupid, but at the same time, it looks great. Like when you I love its nose. I used to like definitely prefer Caterpie to Weedle, but like I don't know, man. Weedle's nose is just so cool. It's just like a little clown bug thing. I don't know. I think it's C tier, but like I'll put it above Caterpie, I think. All right. Next up, we got Kakuna. I think Kakuna's pretty cool. All right. Is it as cool as Metapod? No, because it's better than Metapod. Though I think it's still C tier. It's fine. I really like that, like, I forget if it was in the anime or it was in one of the games, but Kakuna can, like, it has these little pincers that it has curled up, kind of like, it looks like a tie, but no, it's actually, like, it's pincers, and then it, like, uses them to tie. I think that's cool. But, yeah, Kakuna, still C tier, but, like, above Metapod, I think. Beedrill. You think Beedrill's F? Okay. You know what? I kind of see where you're coming from. I think Beedrill probably is the worst one so far, though I still think it's C tier. I don't think it's D tier. I really like Mega Beedrill though, but we're not ranking Megas, so yeah, but regular Beedrill, like, it's okay. I kind of don't like how it looks a little bit. Why? Why no Megas? Because I just don't want to do that. I don't want to rank all the different, like, Mega and Gigantamax forms. I think that's just kind of stupid. So yeah, Beedrill, we're putting in C tier, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of C tier. Alright, next up we got Pidgey. Pidgey's just kind of a bird. Like, I don't hate it, but this is just the definition of a mid Pokemon. Like, it's just a bird. You would find this in your park. Like, you just go to your park, you see a bird. Like, that's Pidgey, dude. Like, it's just not really like a Pokemon, you know? I mean, it is a Pokemon, but it's not. You get what I mean. Like, I don't know. Pidgeotto, on the other hand, dude. Pidgeotto's fire. Alright, Pidgeotto. Top of B tier. I really love Pidgeotto. Mostly because of the anime. I grew up on, like, the original Pokemon anime, so... yeah, Pidgeotto is pretty freaking sick, man. Really like the red locks that it's got. Pretty cool. Then we go on to Pidgeot. Pidgeot. I'm gonna put Pidgeot, quite honestly, top of A tier. That might be a hot take, but I really like Pidgeot. Pidgeot's one of my favorite Kanto Pokemon. Rosato's never speak in my chat. You know, I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out, Rosatos. I don't think any mods are in the stream. I'm timing you out. Nah. You can't delete that. Okay, fine. You know what, Rosatos? I'm giving you this one chance. You get one chance, bro. One chance. No problem. Alright, but yeah, Pidgeot, pretty sick. I think Pidgeot is like my favorite regional bird Pokemon. Like every region usually has like a random flying type. I think Pidgeot's my favorite out of them. I think it's pretty cool. Mostly because of the hair. The Pidgeot dreads. The luscious Pidgeylocks. I don't know. But yeah, Pidgeot. We'll put the top of A tier. I have the stream pulled up in the background, but I'm not actually looking at chat. Alright. No problem, Knuckles. You focus on your whatever you're doing, your job applications and whatever. You should apply to McDonald's or like Burger King. Anyways, moving on. Rattata. Rattata. I'm contemplating D tier, but like it's not inherently ugly. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C tier. Like it's just kind of eh. It's like below average in my opinion, but it's not ugly, so I wouldn't put it in D tier. Let me move these in here. Then we got Alolan Rattata. I think Alolan Rattata is slightly better. I think you probably put that like above Caterpie. I slightly prefer it just because it has more of like a... It has more aura, you know what I mean? Just kidding. I don't know, I just prefer its design to Rattata's. Like, Rattata just feels really random. Well, Alolan Rattata just, it looks like this conniving, like, Waluigi looking rat. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's alright. Raticate is ugly, it should be burned. Dude, I was just about to get to Raticate because, dear lord, they did not cook. This Pokemon is so ass. Dude, I remember... I know I've like brought up the original Pokemon anime so many times, but in one of the episodes, Ash like traded his Butterfree to this guy for a Raticate, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? You just traded Butterfree for Raticate? But he like trades back or whatever while like their ship is like sinking or whatever, because they were on like some cruise ship and it was sinking like Titanic style. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, some lore. Yo, what's up, huh? But yeah, Raticate, pretty freaking ugly. We're gonna put it in D tier. I don't think it's quite F tier necessarily, but yeah, it's not good. And then we got Alolan Raticate. Was that Indigo League or Orange? It was Indigo League. I don't know if Alolan Raticate's better or worse than original Raticate. I think these things just both suck. Though I think, I'm gonna put Alolan Raticate above original Raticate because at least they they went in to like make this thing look as ugly as it possibly can. Like they committed to the bit. Even Cassidy has that ugly ass Raticate. Yeah, I remember Cassidy, the one Team Rocket person. But yeah, Alolan Raticate, I prefer it, but not by much. I think it's still pretty bad. But yeah, D tier is what we're gonna go with. Anyways, next up we got Spearow. I think Spearow is better than Pidgey, but honestly, like, I'd put it like above Beedrill. Like, it's not much better than Pidgey, but I think it's better. Like, it's alright. I don't really have a lot of attachment to Spearow. I remember in like my first ever Nuzlocke I did, I got a Spearow, and like I think it was my first Pokemon that died on my team. It was fighting like Brock. And then because it was on Pokemon MMO, if you've ever played that. and yeah, I was fighting Brock, and I chose Charmander as my starter, so I was getting rolled. I remember I had to sacrifice Spearow, but yeah, like it's just kind of mid. Like it's better than Pidgey because it looks more like a Pokemon than like a regular bird, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, Roasted Toast. What? Dude, read your message before you send it, dude. What are you saying? My little brother thought Alola was called Aloha. I mean, it's like a play on that, so it makes sense. Anyways, next up we got Fearow. Fearow is B tier, I think. I think, you know, Fearow, honestly, I'd put it above Charizard. I'd put it, actually, would I? No, you know, let me be serious for a second. I put it below Charizard.
I think Fearow, it just looks kind of cool. Like low key. The main reason I like Fearow is because in the Pokemon anime, there's this Fearow, and it's a complete op, dude. What is this brain rot music? Hold on, let me listen. Dude, that's not even brain rot music. I think you're just suffering from brain rot Roasted Toast. I think you're just kind of cooked. Anyway, yeah, Fearow in the Pokemon anime, there was like this Spearow that Ash had beef with from like the first episode, and then like near the end of the original series, it like returned as Fearow and was like on Demon Time, and it was trying to like kill Ash. Like it was such a good episode. All right, let me stop like going on like rambles about the fucking Pokemon anime, but yeah, Fearow I think is pretty solid. Next up we got Ekans, Snake backwards. Ekans is he's alright. I'd put it there. Ash had beef with so many random Pokemon. He really did. He was a beef magnet, dude. Like every Pokemon he found, he just made it want to like end his bloodline. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, Ekans, it's just C tier. It's just kind of a snake. I mean, it's purple, so it looks like a Pokemon, but I don't know. I like the name because it's just the species name backwards. Yeah, like at least they did that with Ekans and Arbok. They could have just named it Snake and Cobra. And they ended up doing that with a few Pokemon that we're gonna get to later down here, but yeah, I think Ekans, it's just kind of, it's alright. Next up, we got Arbok. Arbok, I think, is B tier. Alright, Podak. Let's calm down, Podak. Alright, but yeah, Arbok, B tier. I'd put it like below Butterfree. I think it's okay. I don't know. But I feel like Arbok. I used to think Arbok was a lot cooler, but I don't know. As it went on over time, it's just kind of okay now, I think. But it's still a good design, I think. So I'll put it in B tier. So yeah. Anyways, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Pokemon mascot. We got Pikachu himself or herself. Why are there two Pikachu? One's the male version and one's the female version. I think that's why there's duplicates of some Pokemon. It's like gender differences or whatever. Listen, I'm gonna keep it $150. I don't give a shit about Pikachu. I don't give a shit about this Pokemon. Like, it's B tier, I think. But I don't know, like, I put it here. Like, I don't know. Pikachu's alright. Put the female Pikachu in F? Alright, dude. Well, no. There's no point in doing that.
Sliz Fraud. Listen, Ollie, you gotta understand. Pikachu is just so mid. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah. I just think Pikachu is... It's solid. I just, you know, it's really overrated. I feel like if it wasn't the Pokemon mascot, I would kind of like it a little more, but I don't. So, Obese Pikachu is the VMAX. Yeah, I know. Gigantamax Pikachu. You're mad that he has the main character aura. No, Pikachu is just like... Pikachu is like like plot armor. He just has plot armor. If you've ever watched the Pokemon anime, you'd know. Pikachu got infinite plot armor. But yeah, it's B tier. It's a cute design. It's pretty cool. Though, I wouldn't put it S tier. Or A tier. So, yeah, anyways, Pikachu. Next up, we got Raichu. Put the sharp end tail one on here. I'm not gonna lie. I like Raichu more than Pikachu, and as a matter of fact, I'm putting Raichu in A tier. That might be a hot take, but I like Raichu more than Pikachu. I think he's pretty cool. Why was Bulbasaur's first appearance? It was like crazy strong, and the Ash's presence nerfed it. No, Bulbasaur was a sweeper, dude. Don't diss Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was out here beating Pokemon he had no business beating. Relax. Raichu is peak. Okay, I wouldn't say Raichu is peak, but Raichu, it's an A tier Pokemon, I think. This Pokemon gets a lot of hate because it's like the evolution of Pikachu, the series mascot or whatever. But like I just think it's better. It's just better. Yeah. Alola is S. Please put it S. No. But I guess we might as well start ranking the Alola one. The Alola one is also A tier, I think. I don't know if I prefer it to the original one. I think I might, just barely. But I wouldn't put it above Venusaur. I think Alolan and Raichu's A tier. He's pretty cute. I don't know if I can sub someone that thinks Pikachu is an L. Kind of a yikes moment. Ugh, listen, Ollie. I don't think if I thought Pikachu was an L, Pikachu would be down here, bro. I'm just saying. Stream keeps freezing for me. It might be a you issue, or maybe I'm just not like doing anything on the stream. I don't know, try like reopening it. Though I don't know why it would be freezing. It might just be because I'm not like moving anything around. Yeah, Alolan Raichu is pretty cool. A tier grade. Anyways, next up, Sandshrew. Listen, I think Sandshrew is so cool. I think Sandshrew A tier, guys. I really do. Sandshrew is like, just look at him, dude. Look at him. He's so based, bro. He's so, look at it. He's just all right, dude. Origin form Burmy, please, bro. What? What do you mean origin form Burmy? Huh? You know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. But Sandshrew is A tier, I think. Is a pretty cool guy. Yeah. Nothing much to really say. I just think he's pretty cool. Next up, Alolan Sandshrew. I don't like it as much, but I think it's still like A tier. I'll put it here above the Raichus. I think it's alright. He's a little more chilled out, pun intended, but why haven't I seen these Lumions? Are these from events? Dude, this is a Pokemon, bro. It's not a Lumion. No, this is like an Alolan form from Sun and Moon Gen 7. But yeah, Alolan Sandshrew, it keeps everything good about original Sandshrew and then makes it like fine. Like, it's just, like, it's not a downgrade, I would say, but it's like, I don't think it's as good as original Sandshrew. Though then again, I guess that would mean it's a down. We're just gonna move on. Next up, we got Sandslash. I'm gonna put Sandslash in between the Raichus. I think I don't like it as much as Sandshrew. Mostly because I don't really like the spikes on its back. But I still think overall it's like an A-tier Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool. Next up we got Alolan Sandslash. I think Alolan Sandslash gets knocked down a tier, but I think honestly like top of B tier is suitable for Alolan Sandslash. It still looks pretty cool. You know what, honestly no, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I'm gonna put it in A. Alolan Sandslash is pretty sick. Where's Scraggy? We are not getting to Scraggy today. That's all the way in Gen 5, bro. Bad Egg clears. Bro, what do you mean? Oh man. But yeah, Alolan Sandslash, pretty sick. Anyways, moving on, we got Nidoran female. Female Nidoran. I think Nidoran female, honestly, like bottom of C tier. It's just, this Pokemon's just kind of unremarkable. It looks kind of dumb. It's okay. Like, I don't really feel any type of way about it. So yeah, I'll probably just leave it at the bottom of C tier. I don't think it's bad enough to be put in the same tier as the Raticates, but yeah, I think C tier is fine for Nidoran female. But then we get to Nidorina. Nidorina is a lot better. Honestly, I'd put Nidorina like B tier right here behind Fearow. Nidorina is pretty cool. It's got like that older sibling vibe, kinda. I don't know what, you could take that as you will, but I think it's pretty cool. So Nidorina we're gonna put in B tier. And then we get to Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's kind of the same case as Blastoise for me. There's nothing I really like. I don't really feel any type of way about it. It's just kind of eh. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I might actually move it down a little more. Let me like... Yeah, I'm gonna put it here behind the pods. Behind the cocoon and the pod. But, yeah. Nidoqueen, pretty strong Pokemon, but, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's just kinda eh. I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really consider it like that awesome. But yeah, anyways. Next up, we got Nidoran male. You know, I kind of prefer this one to Nidoran female, just because I really like the ears on this guy a lot more, and I think it's honestly like B tier. I'd honestly put it here. I like the ears on it a lot more, and then the pink, pretty good. Pretty cool. And then we got Nidorino, probably like same area. I think I prefer Nidorina over it, but was the miscellaneous tier for just random like mega evolutions and forms and stuff that I'm not gonna rank. Hey yo, pause. Did I say something weird? I hope not. My bad if I did. But Nidorino, pretty sick, pretty solid, but like I don't know, it just feels like an enlarged version of Nidoran male. Nothing much really changes, but
I still think it's like a good design, so like they both are at the same spot basically. I think honestly I prefer Nidoran male over it, but yeah. And then we got Nidoking. Nidoking, I'm gonna put here. Nidoking was like my first ever level 100 Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. I had a Nidoking in like my Pokemon Heart Gold version. When I was younger, it was my first ever level 100 Pokemon. Or the stream is just yapping. Dude, it's a tier list. Got a dip? Alright, Ollie. Good luck with your haircut. You're more disrespectful than Dr. Dude, you just can't say that in my chat. Listen, I want to save S tier for like the top of the line peak Pokemon. And like Nidoking's close, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I couldn't put Nidoking in S tier personally. I think it's A tier, like high A tier, but I wouldn't put it in S. Your opinion is just, dude, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, dude. Like, my fault. But anyway. Nidoking is still pretty cool, though. Though it kind of lost some aura points for me because I'm pretty sure it's like 4'11 size-wise. So, yeah. It lost some aura points, but it's still pretty cool overall. Where's the Distortion World? Wormadam? Mad Disrespect? Dude, what are you talking about? Yeah, Nidoking, A tier. We're gonna leave it there for now. Next up, we got Clefairy. Why are you bringing Aura into this? Man, Nidoking's meant to be like this intimidating, like, rhino-looking thing. But in actuality, it's like this small gnome. Anyway. Clefairy is up next. I don't know, Clefairy's just kind of mid to me. I just think this Pokemon's, it's just kind of lame. I think it's better than, like, Pidgey, but yeah, it's C tier. Pidgeot in A tier, this can't be. Listen, man. Pidgeot's awesome. I might move some stuff up to S, I haven't really decided yet, but... anyways, back to Clefairy. Clefairy's just kind of mid. I don't know, I've never really cared all that much about this Pokemon. It's just... yeah, it's just... I don't really feel any type of way about it. Clefable's kind of the same thing. Like, it's just Clefairy, the sequel. It's slightly better, I think, but not by much. Charmander and V, dude, cry about it, Nicaragua. Cry about it. Yeah. Clefable, C tier, I think that's fine. I don't really have anything to say about that one either. Next up, Vulpix. Now, Vulpix, I used to not really care about Vulpix. Honestly, I probably would have put Vulpix in like C tier or B tier. But honestly, now Vulpix for me, probably like right here. I think Vulpix is pretty cool. It's like a cool Firefox. I think it's pretty sick. So yeah, Vulpix we're gonna put in A tier. Yeah, that sounds good. Next up, we got Alolan Vulpix. I used to prefer Alolan Vulpix to regular Vulpix, but I don't know if I do anymore. I'm gonna put Alolan Vulpix in B tier. We're gonna put it like right here. It's just kind of, it's alright, I think. Yeah, it's solid. I think I prefer like the hair tuft on Vulpix and the colors on Vulpix compared to how it looks on
Alolan Vulpix. Is this ranking by design or usefulness? I'm ranking by design mainly. It's just my opinions about the Pokemon. Or if I have any like fun stories or like fond memories of it, or negative memories that would like affect my ranking. But yeah, Alolan Vulpix, I think B tier is fine. Neither it's a political ranking. Yeah, I'm ranking these Pokemon based off of how good of politicians they would be. Next up, we got Ninetales. Ninetales is pretty rad. I put Ninetales like near the top of B. I don't think I'd quite put it in A tier. I think it's pretty cool. What do you mean F, dude? I can't believe Butterfree's an anarchist. Yeah. I can't either, but Gumshoes is pretty good at politics. Yeah, let's get Gumshoes real quick. Where the fuck is Gumshoe? There he is. Yeah, look at my goat. My goat Gumshoe. No, I'm just kidding. Blood got that queso accent. What do you mean, dude? What are you talking about? You're like the yapper of the century, dude. This is crazy. Anyways, yeah, Ninetales, top of B tier. Alolan Ninetales, on the other hand, I think is A tier. We're gonna put Alolan Ninetales, honestly, like, right here. I think that's good. Alolan Ninetales is pretty awesome. Heard Gumshoe's got a chance to dodge project. Dude. Rest in peace, Gumshoes, man. But yeah, Alolan Ninetales, I think A tier is pretty good for it. I think when the Alolan forms first came out, I think that was like my favorite one. Maybe I preferred Alolan Exeggutor, but I'd say now this one's probably like overall my favorite out of them. It's just so cool. It's like such a low-key... Well, okay, low-key isn't a good way to put it, but it's just such a fire design, I think. Like, when you show people, like, regional forms of Pokemon, this is, like, one of the main ones you gotta show them, I think, because it's just so good. Anyways, next up, we got Jigglypuff, my Smash main for the longest time. I like Jigglypuff in Smash Bros, but in Pokemon, it's just alright. Put it like above Pikachu, I guess. I like that it's like a ball, and then it's like pink, and then I liked in the anime when it would like sing and then like put everyone to sleep. Jigglypuff Smash, dude, shut up. You know what I mean. Jigglypuff is in Super Smash Bros. Man, you. Alright, dude. There's no getting through to you guys. Y'all are washed. Y'all got brain rot. But yeah, Jigglypuff is pretty sick. Pretty cool. Pretty cute. It's just Jigglypuff. What the f- Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't say that. You can't say that. Dude. Whatever. Then you get Wigglytuff. I don't know, Wigglytuff is just... It's okay, I'd put it here, to be honest. Like, it's worse than Jigglypuff, but I don't think it's bad enough to put it in C tier, or mid enough. But it's kind of like teetering on the edge of that a little bit. I like the ears though. The ears is kind of what carries me with Wigglytuff. The body shape, it kind of looks like an egg, which I'm not crazy about, but I like the ears, so it gets B tier. It's a solid evolution. Wigglytuff carries you? What do you mean, dude? Or Wigglypuff? I'm back, chat.
welcome back. Please don't goon like this roasted toast guy. Ears equals B tier. Or whatever. Next up, we got Zubat. Zubat's pretty cool. Like, the design of Zubat, I think, is pretty good. But I like, hate Zubat because of how often it appears in Pokemon games. So, like, part of me wants to put it in C tier, but again, the design's, like, pretty solid. So, I think I'll put it here. Your new PFP is better than the old one. Thank you, Podak. Those might be the gender variations. Yeah, I'm just putting them in here because I'm not ranking the gender variations. I'm gonna put Zubat like higher B tier, but I don't know. I feel like it could make a case for A if it wasn't like so annoying in Pokemon games, but okay, we're gonna leave Zubat there. Next up, we got, I forget this Pokemon's name, dude. Golbat. Oh my god, dude, my life just flashed before my eye. I know like every Pokemon name, and I somehow almost just blanked on one. That's something, dude. I think I need to get my brain checked. Man, Nicaragua, that makes no sense. He saw my chat? Bro, I said that before you chatted him. Ban him? Yeah, you know what? Nicaragua, say hi to the 10-second gulag. Ten-second gulag. This is Christian chat. No, it's not. This chat welcomes most people. The only people we don't welcome is like Nazis and other creatures that aren't good. Anyways, we don't welcome. Yeah, no, we don't welcome roasted toast. Anyways, we got Golbat. There's this really funny image of Golbat where like it like perpetually has its mouth open, but like there's this image from the anime where like it closes its mouth, and it is so cursed. I kind of want to pull it up, but I don't know. I feel like it's funnier if I don't pull it up, but I don't know. Golbat, I think. Let us see. Alright, fine. Here. I will pull up the image of Golbat with the closed mouth. Alright. Beat the play. Look at this shit! No! What did they do to Golbat, man? What did they do? Oh my god! Poor guy. Poor guy. Bro with a longitudinal. Yeah, I don't know. Golbat's pretty base though. I'd put it like above Zubat. No, you know what? I'm putting it. I'm gonna put it below Zubat, but I think like here's fine. Next up, we got Oddish. Oddish is just mid. It's just so mid. It's like it is the definition of a mid-tier Pokemon. Like, I'm just putting it there. It's just mid. Like, it's okay, but it's mid. You know? Sozoprub ate it on accident? Dude. You and your queso jokes, man. Alright. Anyways, next up we got Gloom. Honestly, I slightly prefer Gloom. Well, not slightly, I massively prefer Gloom. I'm gonna put Gloom there. I love the name, first of all. I don't know why I like the name of Gloom so much, but I just prefer it much more. Or I don't know, I just think it's a good name. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know, it's Gloom. Gloom is F? You're F. Get out of here. Gloom, more like goon? Yeah, you're a goon. You're gooning. That's what you've been doing this whole stream, Roasted Toast. You're like proud of it somehow. I don't even know, man. Quit gooning. How did you know? Because you've been gooning the whole time. Anyways. Yeah, Gloom is pretty cool. Pretty solid. Pretty gloomy. You know, whatever. We're gonna put Gloom in B tier. Next up, we got Vileplume. I like the colors on Vileplume. I think that like carries it mainly, but I'd probably put Vileplume at the bottom of B. I don't know. I've never really felt that strongly about this Pokemon. Gloom is ugly, not to be rude. No, that's a valid opinion. It is kind of ugly, but I like it. That's a human rights violation. Rest in peace, Vileplume. Vileplume, though, I think it's B tier. I don't really... Like, I think it's a solid design, but I don't really feel any type of way about it. So, we're just gonna leave it in B tier. Next up, we got Paris. Paris is C tier, though I would probably put... I'll put Paris like behind Oddish. I think it's slightly worse, slightly more mid, or slightly like worse than Oddish, but like it's still okay. It's alright. I just don't like it as much as the next one, Parasect. Parasect, hear me out. Hear me out, chat. This might be crazy. Top of B tier. I think Parasect is so cool. Like, it sucks. It's a terrible Pokemon to use. It's probably like one of the worst Pokemon you can use in a playthrough. But I don't know. It looks fire. First of all, I like the like all white eyes, but that's not even eyes. I like the lore of this Pokemon too. Because the lore is like the mushroom, like it's like a parasite, right? And the lore is when Paris evolves into Parasect, the mushroom like completely takes over the crab Pokemon, or the Paris. So the white eyes are just Paris's eyes, like rolled all the way back, and it's just dead. The mushroom is just like possessing its dead body. Like making it like do things. Like it's crazy lore. It goes hard. All your sins have been forgiven. Yeah. Yeah. I would never like use Paris in a playthrough or Parasect in a playthrough, but it's a pretty cool design. If they made like a regional form of it or something that was like better, then maybe I'd use it. But I don't know. Anyways, next up we got Venonat. Venonat, honestly, like... I like Venonat. I really do. I'd honestly put Venonat, like... put it above Pikachu. I really like the eyes on Venonat, and then, like, the purple. It's just, just like a little fuzzball. He's kind of cute. You know, Venonat, pretty cool. Yeah, Venonat, I always thought, like, should evolve into Butterfree, because they both have, like, the same type of eyes. And then I thought that, like, Caterpie Metapod should evolve into Venomoth. Because, again, they don't have the same type of eyes, but you get what I mean, like, you know, whatever. Anyways, Venomoth. Venomoth I don't like as much as Venonat. I think I'd probably put it C tier. we're gonna put it like above Paris. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's just mid. Yeah. Metal type's supposed to be existing, but Magnemite just pure electric since Gen 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Magnemite was only electric type in Gen 1 because Steel wasn't a thing yet. Steel only got added in Gen 2. Steel and Dark. But yeah, what Pokemon did I just rank? I fucking forget. I think it was Venomoth. Yeah, Venomoth is just... I don't know. I don't particularly like it, though I can see why people like it. It's okay. It's solid. I'm just gonna leave it in C tier and call it a day. And then next up, we get to, shout out to Diglett. This is Mackles' favorite Pokemon. But yeah, Diglett. Diglett, I'm not gonna lie. Be careful. See, I feel like if I don't put this, I feel like I have a sniper marked on me right now, and like if I don't put this in S tier, I'm gonna get some strays fired at me. So, I don't know. Listen, I think Diglett is pretty good. Am I gonna put Diglett in S tier though? Just from my opinion? No. Am I gonna put it in A tier? No. I think Diglett's B tier. I think that's where I'm gonna put Diglett, but it's like high B tier. Yeah, he's just a little guy. I like the nose. Well, thank you for wishing me to keep myself safe. I will make sure to do that. I like the nose on Diglett, but like, I don't know, it's just, I wouldn't say it's unremarkable, but like, there's just not, it doesn't have a whole lot going on, I feel like. But it's still like a pretty solid Pokemon. And then we got Alolan Diglett. It's a little guy in the ground. What is there to not love? I'm not saying I don't love Diglett. I agree with like your statement there. I just don't hold it in like as high regard, I guess, as you do. Anyways, you got Alolan Diglett. Alolan Diglett is worse, I think, but not like a lot worse. It's still B tier though. I'd put it like, I put it here. Like, it's cool, but not as cool as regular Diglett. I don't like the little hair. The hair is just kind of weird, I think. And then, I prefer Bald Diglett, personally. And then we got Dugtrio. Dugtrio, it's like the same thing. I'm just gonna put it up there with Diglett. And then, same thing with the Alolan Dugtrio. But actually, you know what? Alolan Dugtrio, quite honestly, is C tier. Like, Alolan Diglett, you still got the charm of original Diglett, I think. But this, I don't know, they like yassified Dugtrio, and I don't really like that. But it's like C tier. I'd put it like below Beedrill. I don't know, it's just mid, in my opinion. Anyways, next up we got Meowth. Meowth. There's like 3 Meowth forms, dude. I don't know why. Look at this shit. We got Kanto Meowth, Alola Meowth, and Galarian Meowth. Why does there need to be that many? That's what I gotta ask. So Score hates non-bald people. If that was the case, then why would Pidgeot be the highest ranked Pokemon right now? Think about that. Anyways. Kanto Meowth, I think, is the best out of the Meowths. Though, I think it's B tier. I'd put it, like, above Alolan Vulpix, I think. You know, I think the anime really carries this Pokemon.
Like if it wasn't like one of the most iconic Pokemon from the anime, it wouldn't be a as popular as it is, I think, but I still think it's kind of cool. So yeah, regular Meowth, B tier. Then we got Alolan Meowth. It's still B tier, but like lower. Put it like below Arbok. It's kind of got like that kind of like sly cat type of vibe. Like it's gonna trick you or something. It's gonna like scam you. It looks like it's up to something devious. Like it's a total phony. Which sums up how cats are quite well. But I don't know. I just don't like the colors as much on Alolan Meowth. I love scamming homeless people. I'm sure you do, Roasted Toast. I'm sure you do. And the next up we got Galarian Meowth. This one fucking sucks. I don't know what they were doing with this thing. I quite honestly, like, it's bottom of C tier. Like, what were they doing, dude? They gave this guy like a whole beard, and he's like, I don't even know. I don't think it's D tier bad, but it's like bottom of C. Now when we get to Berserker, which is its evolution, that'll be a while from now. But when we do, that one might be an F tier, but we'll see. But yeah, Galarian Meowth, bottom of C tier, adds up for me. Next up we got Persian. Persian's really mid. I'm not gonna lie. I used to think Persian was kind of cool, but like, it's just kind of like it looks like a lion. Just like a female lion, but it has like a red gem on its forehead. I don't know, this is just really mid. I'll put it above Beedrill. It is a different evolution, yeah. What do you mean wolf, dude? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. When F and S. We are gonna have an S tier come up eventually. Might have a few S tiers come up. As far as F tier goes, I don't know if we're gonna have any F tiers for Kanto, but we will have some S tiers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Persian C tier. I think it's just kind of mid. Next up, we got Alolan Persian. Honestly, this is a hot take, I feel like, because a lot of people hate Alolan Persian. I prefer Alolan Persian way more than Kanto Persian. I honestly, like, would put it in B tier. I'm gonna put it, like, honestly, like, above... Put it above Charizard. No, put it there. I really like this one. I like its round head. That's what people hate about it, but I really like the round head on this. It actually like looks like an alley cat. Which is one of the things I like about it. Alolan Persian is B tier for me. I think it's pretty good. Definitely a hot take though. People usually don't rank this one very high. I hate it's a different skin color than the normal one. Honestly, I prefer the gray to the tan. This is boring. Dude, Felipe, you're gonna have to cry about it. But yeah, Alolan Persian B tier. Next up, we got Psyduck. Psyduck is a definitive A tier. We're gonna put Psyduck like below Sandshrew. Psyduck's pretty sick, man. He's pretty cool. I think the thing I like about Psyduck the most is the bill. It's just it's such a guy. He's such a dude. He's just so goofy. And I like that. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, Psyduck, high-end A tier. Been a while since we've had a high A tier. Been a while since we have an A tier period, but what if it was a theme? Dude, it wouldn't make a difference, bro. What are you talking about? But yeah, then we get Golduck. I'd say Golduck is like B tier. High B tier though. I'm gonna put it here. I don't think it's as good as Psyduck, obviously. Though I think it's still in its own right, like, pretty cool. Though it's just kinda... It's kinda like mid in battle. Like, if it were better to use in the games, I'd probably like it more. But, I don't know. I've never used Golduck. But it, like, its design looks cool though. So I think it's a B tier. We're just gonna have 10 pipe bombs in Bro's mailbox with these takes. And whatever. If you don't like these takes, you're gonna have to talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. Mankey, honestly, this thing's like a gremlin, dude. This thing is such a gremlin, and I low-key love it. The thing I love about Mankey is the Pokemon anime. The Pokemon anime carries this Pokemon for me. I'm gonna put it in A tier. On the government watch list. I hope you're happy. Alright, dude. I guess I'm cooked. Is that what that means? Man, dude. Mankey is A tier. I like Mankey. He's a little gremlin fuzzball thing. Pretty cool. He's an op. Then we got Primeape, who's like a bigger op. Though I don't like it as much as Mankey. I'll probably put it like the bottom of... No, honestly, Primeape's B tier, to be honest. Put it like there above Charmeleon. I don't like the... I don't know, I think the... I preferred like the look of Mankey. Like Mankey's arms and legs compared to Primeape's. He's like all girthy. I don't really like that as much. Annihilape is S tier, to be honest. Well, we haven't gotten to Annihilape yet, but spoiler alert, probably. Anyways, next up we got Growlithe. Growlithe's a cool guy. What are you AOing for? You guys are weird. Growlithe. Honestly, Growlithe, like... yeah, I'll put it above Charmeleon. I think Growlithe is a cool guy. Pretty sick. Pretty cool Pokemon. Alright, Recitos. Save it for the court, dude. He's like a little tiger, breathes fire, but he's also like a dog too. Like, I don't know. Growlithe is pretty cool. We're gonna leave Growlithe in B tier. Man, stop talking about that Pokemon, or that Lumion. Stop it. Next up we got Hisuian Growlithe from Legends Arceus. I think I honestly like Hisuian Growlithe a little more. I'm honestly gonna put it like below the Diglets. I think he's pretty cool. I'm not like a huge fan of the spike that it has on its head, but I like like the deeper orange color, like the rust color on it, and then like the tail. And then how the fur covers its eyes. I think it's pretty cool. So Growlithe, high B tier. You're gonna go, alright, Recitos. See you later. Tear my life into pieces out here. You're kinda right. You're kinda right. Man, Recitos. Get this guy out of my chat. Get this guy out of my chat. He probably already left, but I'm putting him in timeout for 5 minutes. Anyway. Next up, Arcanine. Arcanine's A tier, I think. Arcanine's definitely A tier. I'm gonna put it below Alolan Ninetales, but above regular Vulpix. Arcanine's pretty sick. The fur looks pretty good. The tiger stripes are pretty cool. This is a pretty sick Pokemon overall. Is he in federal prison now? Yeah, for 5 minutes. He's spending 5 minutes in federal jail. But yeah, Arcanine is pretty sick. I don't think I've ever used an Arcanine in like a playthrough. I might have to do that at some point, but still, I think it's pretty cool. So we are going to leave Arcanine in A tier. So yeah, there you go, Arcanine. Next up, we have Hisuian Arcanine. I don't like this one as much. I like this, like the smoky smoky fur, but I don't know. I don't like the look of the fur around its neck, and I think the spike is like too pronounced in this one. I still think it's A tier, but I'd probably put it at the bottom of A tier. Like, again, I prefer like the rust color that it has on it to the light orange that Arcanine has. But, and I like the smoky color for the fur, but I just don't like the look of its head and the tufts of fur around its neck. So I'm gonna leave it in A tier. I think it's still pretty good. Yeah, the Hisuian forms for the most part did not miss. Next up, we have the Wags, or the Polys. But we're going to start with Poliwag. Poliwag, for me, is B tier, but, like, low B tier. I think, honestly, like, above Gloom is suitable. You know, there's nothing much to really say about this Pokemon. It's kind of just, like, it's just like a tadpole. It's kind of cute. Goo Goo Gaga Pokemon, you're right. It looks like a baby. And that technically is what it is. It's a tadpole. So, but yeah, Poliwag, I think it's pretty sick. Pretty solid. It's just a B tier, like low B tier though. Next up we got Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl definitely is better. I'd put Poliwhirl like right here. I think Poliwhirl is pretty cool. He's just like a guy. He kind of reminds me of like Mario because of like the pose he's doing. I feel like Poliwhirl is like Mario if he was a Pokemon. That's the vibe I get. Anyway. But next up we got Poliwrath. Not as much of a fan of Poliwrath as I am Poliwhirl and Poliwag. Though I do think it's still B tier, but honestly I'd put it at the bottom of B tier. I don't know, I don't like how I don't like that it's menacing. Like Poliwhirl and Poliwag are just kind of wholesome little guys, and then Poliwrath is just like he's just angry, dude. He's got his fists out. He's ready to fight. I think it's still like I think it's all right though. We're gonna leave it in B tier, bottom of B tier. Next up, we got Abra. Abracadabra and Alakazam, the best Pokemon trio of all time. I came back to sit. Alright, dude. Alright. Well, I'm glad you came back because, you're banned. You're banned. You're banned. Adios. This guy is done. Anyway, Abra. Call me crazy. I put Abra right here. I would. I'd do it. I just think Abra is like low-key kind of cool. He's just like a little guy. He like kind of like floats around and then like teleports. Pretty sick. I like him. So yeah, we're gonna put Abra A tier, I think. I think it's pretty cool. Then we get Kadabra. Kadabra's still A tier. Not as good, I think. I'd probably put Kadabra like bottom of A tier, to be honest. But I still think it's pretty cool. But then you get Alakazam. Chat. We got our first S tier. Alakazam, S tier. I really like this Pokemon. I couldn't tell you why. I think part of it's like the mustache and then the spoons. And then like it's psychic. I have a lot of great memories with this Pokemon, like about this Pokemon. I used to use it all the time in like some game. I forget what game I used it in. I think it was like just probably Pokemon Soul Silver or something, but yeah, Abra or Alakazam, I mean. The spoons aren't what do you mean, dude? But Alakazam I think is pretty cool objectively. And then you got Mega Alakazam, which I'm not ranking megas, but oh my god. Look at this dude. He's when you think about Aura, this is Pokemon, like this is the Aura Pokemon. Look at this shit. He's got the floating like dude. That guy will crush your skull without hesitation. Anyways, we got Machop next. Machop is just kind of like a kid. I don't know. Machop's kind of like unnerving to me. I think. I think it's B tier, but no, honestly, I put Machop like top of C. I don't know. It's just I don't like the little like flaps he's got on his sides. It looks kind of weird. I don't know. I'm just not a huge Machop guy. But then you got Machoke. Again, this Pokemon's just kind of a dude, but I do prefer Machoke to Machop. I'd probably put Machoke like right here. Like he's kind of cool, but like also he's kind of just a dude. But then you get Machamp, the big Machamp. Also again, kind of just a dude, but he's got 4 arms this time. And like Machamp is pretty strong too, so I don't know. I think with that being said, like Machamp kind of has to be like somewhere in here. I'd probably put Machamp like right there. Like he's all right, but again, like I'm not crazy about Machamp can body. Dude, Machamp can body anyone. Machamp ain't he ain't fucking around, man. Machamp will run as many fades as it needs to. That's all I know about Machamp. Yeah. Pretty sick though. Machamp we're gonna leave in B tier though. And look at the tier list so far. We honestly, I think, have done a pretty good job so far. We got pretty decent spread. Except for S tier and D tier, we don't really got, and we got nothing in F yet. Though again, I don't think we're gonna get any F tiers today. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, Bellsprout's F tier? No. What are you talking about, dude? Bellsprout for me is B tier. I put Bellsprout like above Meowth. The main thing that carries Bellsprout for me is the Pokemon anime. There is this one episode from the Indigo League series where I think Ash was in like the Pokemon League, or he was in the Indigo League, and he was fighting some other trainer, and like he was kind of sweeping her, and then like her last Pokemon was this Bellsprout, and like the Bellsprout was kind of goated for no reason whatsoever.
Like, it was just kind of sweeping. So yeah, Bellsprout. Kind of got that aura, low-key. I'll leave it in B tier. But next up we got Weepinbell. Weepinbell, honestly, like... Do I put it D tier? I gotta think about this. It would be either top of D tier or like bottom of C. No, honestly, I feel like putting Blastoise in the same tier as Weepinbell would kind of be an insult. I'm gonna put Weepinbell at the top of D tier. Weepinbell just, like, for obvious reasons, just... I don't know, man. It's just kind of... It's a Pokemon, that's for sure. But then we got Victreebel. Victreebel's a lot better. Though I think it's still, like, B tier. I'd probably put it bottom of the B tier, put it below Poliwrath. I like the Venus Flytrap thing it's got going on. I can appreciate that, but other than that, like, I don't really have a lot to say about this Pokemon. I think it's alright. Next up, we got Tentacool. Tentacool, low-key, is pretty cool. Like, it's in the guy's name, so, you know, we gotta give him the respect. I think, honestly, Tentacool, Carnivine is a Venus Flytrap. Oh shit, then what's Victreebel then? Victreebel is some sort of, like, trap plant thing, I don't know. Anyways, Tentacool, though, is pretty cool. I'll put Tentacool, like, above Machamp. I like the blue and red colors it's got on it. You know, it's like a little squid jellyfish type guy. I think he's pretty sick. But then we got Tentacruel. Tentacruel is a lot cooler, alright? Honestly, Tentacruel for me, I'm gonna put it like right at the top of B tier, I think. I don't think it's quite A tier, but I think top of B tier works fine. Again, I like, you know, I like how it looks. It's a squid, it's got, you know, it's got the red and blue, and, you know, it's pretty sick. It's like octopus, jellyfish, squid, I don't know. It's something, that's for sure. But anyway, then we got Geodude. Geodude's B tier, though, like, probably, like, there. Same with, well, honestly, Alolan Geodude's probably C tier. I'll put Alolan Geodude right there. I don't think it's any better. I might as well move both the Geodudes here. I don't really like these Pokemon, actually. I despise Geodude. Yeah, I don't know why I put that in B tier for a second. Geodude's kind of like, he's kind of got that icon factor to him, but at the same time, like, I don't know, do I like Geodude? No, not really. Then you got Graveler. Same, kind of like the same deal. But I think I prefer, no, I actually don't like Graveler as much. And Alolan Graveler is, like, really bad. Well, okay, it's not bad, but it's not as good. Probably put it there. Victreebel is a pitcher plant? Oh, okay. And then we get to the Golems. So Kanto Golem, honestly, I'd put this Pokemon in B tier. I think it's solid. It's, like, kinda cool, but at the same time, not really. Put it above Machamp, I think. I don't know, I like it personally, though I know some people think this is, like, really ugly. And, like, I kinda get that, but I don't know. I think Golem's alright. But Alolan Golem?
Alolan Golem? This fucking we got our first F tier. I didn't think we were gonna have an F tier. But, yeah. Alolan Golem's F tier. What the fuck are they doing with this? What is this meant to be? It's just Golem, but he's got a huge beard now, and then like a mustache, and then he's got like a giant what were they cooking with this design? What were they doing, man? There are people out there who genuinely think this is better than like regular Golem, and I don't see how that's possible. Like, dude. What is there to like about this Pokemon? I don't get it. I think it's so bad. Yeah, I think it's her first F tier, man. I don't really got anything else to say about that. Yeah. F tier. Anyways, next up. Ponyta. Ponyta's A tier for me. I'd probably put Ponyta like right there. I really like Ponyta. Ponyta used to be like one of my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid. I think it looks pretty cool. And then you got Galarian Ponyta. I don't like it as much as Kanto Ponyta, but I think it's still like B tier. Probably put it like below Jigglypuff. I think that's fine. And then we got Rapidash. Rapidash is A tier, but I don't like it as much as Ponyta. Main reason being its eyes. I like the eyes on Ponyta, but like with Rapidash, they try to like actually give it like eyes. And I don't know, I don't think it looks as good. I prefer the eyes on Ponyta. So Rapidash, no, honestly I put Rapidash here. But yeah. Is there any F? Yeah. I wasn't thinking we were gonna get an F, but we got an F. Got Alolan Golem. This thing's fucking abysmal.
And then we got Galarian Rapidash. Yeah, this is probably worse than this one. I don't really like how this looks. I'd probably put Galarian Rapidash like... I put it above Nidorino, I think. But I still like it. It's a cool, like, mystical horse, and I have the bias for Ponyta, so I think it's fine. So yeah, it's like a unicorn. And then, chat, lock the fuck in. Lock the fuck in. Right now. Do it. If not for me, do it for these Pokemon right here. Slowpoke and Slowbro. Slowpoke, chat, S tier.
I said it. Slowpoke is S tier. I said it. If you don't agree, cry about it. I don't know. Slowpoke is so awesome, right? Like the coolest guy, right? You know, he's so chill. He's like a little hippo like thing. I don't know. Like he's awesome. And we got like Galarian Slowpoke with the yellow wrinkly forehead. I don't know what the fuck they were cooking with this thing. It looks infinitely worse. Though it's still like C tier. I put it here to be honest. It's okay. Like I don't know what they were doing though. They just made like I don't know. It was kind of embarrassing. But Slowbro, chat. Slowbro. It's the top of S tier. It's the top of S tier. Easiest decision of my life. Slowbro is probably one of the greatest Pokemon ever conceived. I can say that as a fact. Alright? Slowbro is awesome. Alright. You might notice something. I do like psychic types quite a bit, I think. And Slowbro, he's so cool. Which is like, first of all, his name is Slowbro. Like, that's awesome. And then like, he's got this cool like conch shell on his tail, and he's like standing up, and he's like so derpy too, but he's also like goated when he locks in. Like, the Slowbro lore is insane. Slowbro is top of S tier for me, and you know, this is probably a spoiler, but Slowbro's probably my favorite Pokemon from the original 151. I think I can say that pretty confidently. I really like Slowbro. The glazing is insane. Calm down, dude. My bad. Listen, Slowbro is just pretty sick. All right, I just had to say it. And then we got that. We're gonna put that in there because I'm not ranking megas. Then we got Galarian Slowbro. Again, like, I don't know what they were doing with this thing. Like, it's just got purple, like the purple forehead. Like, I don't know. I kind of like the shell cannon that it has on its arm. It kind of reminded me of Samus from Metroid, but I think it's better than Galarian Slowpoke, but it's like B tier. I'd probably put it like below Fearow. I think that's a good spot for it. Like, I just don't know what they were doing with this guy's forehead. They just kept making it like look just dead, like a purple forehead. Looks like he's got a giant bruise on his forehead. I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyways, we got Magnemite. Magnemite, honestly, is pretty based. You know what? Call me crazy, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Magnemite in A tier, low key. It just looks so derpy. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying, PokeFab. It looks so derpy. I'm gonna put it below Rapidash. And then I think Magneton, it's basically like the same thing. I prefer Magnemite though, but I'm gonna put that like right below Magnemite, right there. Magneton's pretty cool. Then we'll get to Magnezone eventually. Probably not tonight, because we haven't even gotten through the original 151, and we're almost like, we're more than halfway down the stream. But yeah, Magneton is pretty sick. So Magnemite and Magneton both A tier for me. Then we got Farfetch'd. I don't know. Farfetch'd is, I think it's alright. I think it's B tier. We're gonna put it like right above Fearow, I think. He's kind of cool, but at the same time, like, it just doesn't do much. Yeah, Miladia Pokemon. You're kind of right. Then we got Galarian Farfetch'd. Honestly, I prefer this one. I used to not, but honestly, the comically large leaf, the comically large leak, I like. I'm gonna put it like right below Hisui and Growlithe. And this one's got like aura too, that's the thing. Like, this Farfetch'd is kind of just, it kind of looks like a Redditor. But like this guy here, this guy's got aura. This guy might beat your ass if you aren't careful. Alright? But yeah. Anyways, next up we got Doduo. I kind of like Doduo. Doduo's kind of cute. Low key. I'd put Doduo like above Golbat. It looks really derpy and stupid, but like in a good way. But then you get Dodrio. Honestly, I don't like Dodrio as much. I think Dodrio, it's like they try to make it look serious and like kind of intimidating, but then it just looks stupid. I don't know. I'd put Dodrio like I'd put it like right behind Beedrill.
family divorce court at Pokemon.
Yeah.
Bro's getting a divorce with his other two heads. I don't know how that's gonna work out for him, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, they try to. I don't know. I feel like if Dodrio was also kind of derpy, it would be a lot better. But no, they try to make it like intimidating and it's like angry, and it's like no, it just kind of looks stupid now, like in a bad way. But whatever. Now you want to hear stupid? You want to talk about stupid Pokemon? Let's talk about this guy, Seal. Yeah, that's right. This Pokemon is named Seal. It's a seal, and it's named Seal. Remember when I was talking about Ekans earlier and like how they actually like tried to do something clever with like Snake and like reversed it? Nope, they Seal. This thing's called Seal. I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, design-wise, it's okay, but I feel like it loses points because it's just called Seal. So I'd honestly put it like above Nidoqueen. And then you got Dugong, and some people think Dugong isn't actually like too much water, 0 out of 10 aura. Some people think Dugong is like its own thing, but no, Dugong's also named after the Pokemon it's based on. There's a creature called a Dugong. This is what Dugong is based off of. But it's like spelled differently. I don't know. I like this design more. I'm gonna put it in B tier because again, I think the design's better than Seal's, because Seal's he got his tongue out. He's like, I don't know, but you know, Dugong's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, man, they could have been like any more creative with the names, and that would have been sick, but no, I guess that was too much. Anyway, next up we got Grimer, Big Grime. The Grimer. I honestly like Grimer. He's like a little sludge monster. And I like sludge monsters, you know? Dugong's line is underrated as heck. I do agree that it is kind of underrated, but at the same time, like, it's just nothing special. Grimer lives in his truth as a greasy Redditor. And you know what? That's what I like about Grimer. He's like a greasy guy. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I do like Grimer, though. I think, honestly, Grimer, for me... I'd probably put Grimer in A tier. I would. Put Grimer right... No, I'd honestly put Grimer there. I like Grimer. And then we got Muck. Or, no, we don't got Muck here. We got Alolan Grimer. Alolan Grimer looks just kind of freaky, man. He's, like, green, and then he's got, like, some mustard stains around his lip. Like, what are we doing here? Definitely not as good, in my opinion. But I think overall it is still fine. So I'd probably put it right here. B tier. It's alright. It's not really offensive. It's not bad. Yugos is on alert for the amount of grease and oil. Oh man. We'll talk about Muck spelled backwards. I wasn't planning to, Felipe. But speaking of Muck, here we go. Muck was one of my favorite Pokemon as a kid, and it still is one of my favorite Pokemon. Well, I wouldn't say one of my favorite Pokemon, but I still like it overall. I'd probably put Muck, like, right above Venusaur, I think. I like Muck. He's like a cool sludge monster. I liked it from the anime. I remember Ash had Muck, and it was like kind of OP whenever he used it. Except for the Johto League, we don't talk about that, but yeah, Muck, kind of fire. Cool sludge monster. We like sludge monsters. Then we got Alolan Muck. I don't know what they were doing here. I think it's fine, but like, what were they doing? I prefer it to Alolan Grimer, but I wouldn't put it above Alolan Vulpix. What were they doing with the Alolan Grimer and Muck? Like, these guys are just kind of wacky. That's all I gotta say. Not really anything else to add in there. But yeah, they're alright. Oh, I didn't take a yawn, bro. Been rambling on about Pokemon this whole time. Anyway. Next up we got Shelder. There's always like these kind of like cool underrated water types from the Kanto region that I like talking about. And Shelder's one of those guys. Shelder, he's kind of cool. He's just like a random shell with like a tongue. And I think that's kind of base. I'm gonna put Shelder like right above Jigglypuff. You know, I think he's kind of cool. Low key. And then we got Cloyster. Again, I'd probably put Cloyster like right there, right behind Shelder. I prefer Shelder to it, but I still think Cloyster's pretty cool. Kind of intimidating, you know, angry shell thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think Cloyster's pretty sick. You could probably make a case for me putting them in A tier. I honestly might, but I don't know. I couldn't really. I don't really think they're above these Pokemon here, so I don't plan on moving them up. Next up, we got Ghastly. Ghastly for me is B tier, but like high B tier. I'd probably put Ghastly right below Pidgeotto.
He's pretty cool. It's just a ball of gas and also a ghost. And I think that's kind of base, you know? And then we got Haunter. Haunter's pretty cool. Haunter is A tier, I think. As for where in A tier, I'd probably put Haunter like right there, right below Muck. Haunter's got a cool design. If only it was more useful in the games, but I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Move the Gengar forms out of there. And then we get to Gengar himself. Gengar's always been like a higher ranked Pokemon for me, but I never really considered it S tier. But I think now I do. I think Gengar is an S tier Pokemon for me. I do really like Gengar. He's just so cool. He's a purple ghost and he's got the red eyes, like, yeah, Gengar, he's S tier. Like 100%. Gengar is like one of the only like really like popular Pokemon that like I agree deserves the popularity it gets. Anyway, moving on to the next Pokemon, we got Onix. Onix, I'd probably put like probably put Onix in B tier. I'd probably put it like in between Tentacool and Golem. Gengar's a Giga Chad, to be honest, he really is. But yeah, I'd put Onix there. You know, he's a cool rockworm. But yeah, if it was more useful, I would like it a lot more, but Onix kind of just like, this Pokemon is the definition of like a bully. Like if a bully was a Pokemon, it would be Onix, because it like, Onix is, it'll like beat up Pokemon that are like smaller than it or whatever, but once it like fights something that's like semi-competent, it'll get its ass wiped. Kind of your typical High School Musical bully Pokemon. Its like attack stat is terrible. I'm pretty sure Oddish has a higher attack stat than it. This thing can outpunch this thing. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, We got Drowsy next. Drowsy C tier. I think this Pokemon's just kind of ugly. Though, I don't think it's D tier level though. I think Drowsy probably like put it below Nidoran female. He's kind of cool, but he's like a tapir, if you know what a tapir is, but yeah, it's okay. It's tolerable. Hypno, on the other hand, that's where we gotta like step back and be like, man, what are we doing? This thing is just creepy. Like, kind of reminds me of Lemon Grab from Adventure Time. But yeah, this guy is just kind of a... I don't know, man. This Pokemon just makes me feel uncomfortable. Like... I don't know, I think its name's cool, like Hypno, it's a pretty cool name, but... I don't know what to say, so hi. No problem, Banana King. Hello to you, too. Hypno is a predator. Yeah, in the lore, that's the case, yeah. Yeah, I think Hypno, like... I don't know, it's just creepy looking, and then it's... I don't know if I'd put it in F tier, though. Though, I would really consider it. But we'll wait. We'll wait until the end. If there's something I want to change, then maybe I'll make that change, but... I'm gonna leave it in D tier for now. Anyways, next up we have Krabby. I think Krabby is B tier. I put him in jail, yeah. Krabby's B tier. It's kind of just a crab, but like it looks like a cool crab, you know what I mean? And crabs objectively are pretty cool, so like you can't really fuck up a crab design in my opinion. So I'd put Krabby like above Zubat. Then you got Kingler. Kingler's just even cooler, dude. He's got like the crown thing going on. He's got the big claw. Like, Kingler's pretty sick. I'd put Kingler like probably like top of B tier. I don't think it'd be an A tier. Though I might move it up. I like Kingler though. Real Crustacean Hours. Yeah, crab Pokemon are based. Crabs in general are based. Unless you get like pinched by them, then I guess they're not. But anyway. Moving on. We got Voltorb. I like Voltorb. It's not like a real detailed design, but I like that it's basically just like a grenade and then like it's a Pokeball too. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna put Voltorb, like, we're gonna put it like right below Jigglypuff. Like it's a solid Pokemon, not the most detailed design, but I think it's still pretty sick. And then Hisuian Voltorb, honestly, I slightly prefer it. I slightly prefer Hisuian Voltorb to regular Voltorb. I'd probably put it like right there. Doesn't even have thumbs, bro's down bad. Doesn't have any fingers, bro. Oh, but yeah. My god. Oh, I'm like really thirsty. But I can't get any water right now. Anyway. Hisuian Voltorb, I think, is pretty solid. I like the little, like, hole that it's got on the top where, you know, like, I don't know, it looks like a little apricorn Pokeball, or an apricorn from Legends Arceus. I think that's a pretty nice touch. Plus, it doesn't look like it's gonna kill you. It kind of looks wholesome. Kind of cute. And then you get to Electrode. Regular Electrode, I'd say, is probably, like, C tier. Probably put it like right below Blastoise. I don't know. I just don't like it as much. I
couldn't tell you why. I think it's maybe because they like flipped it over and then like also gave it a mouth. I don't know. I feel like Voltorb probably should have been like a single stage Pokemon. Maybe, but I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. The eyebrows put me in a state of fight or flight. Damn. That's crazy. And then you get Hisuian Electrode. I think Hisuian Electrode is worse than a regular Electrode. I just don't like this that much. I was so disappointed with this form when we got it. I'd probably put it like right there, I think is fine. I was so disappointed with this Pokemon though, because I remember I saw Hisuian Voltorb and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I hope Hisuian Electrode's even better, and then it just wasn't, and then I was sad. But I don't know, the design's just pretty simple, like, and I know the other ones were simple, but like Hisuian Voltorb kind of like, it had like differences, I guess, that like kind of made it stand out a little bit. And then like Hisuian Electrode, it's like eyes are kind of indented, and then that's about it. And it's just angry. It's just Electrode's mouth turned upside down. I don't know. I just don't like it as much. Then you got Execute. Execute. I don't like this Pokemon. I think it's C tier, but like there. It's just kind of ugly. No way you're disrespecting Hisuian Electrode like that. Listen, you're gonna have to cry about it, Felipe. I'm sorry, but it's just not that good. Okay, what was that on? Execute, right? Yeah, Execute. It's just kind of mid. I don't really like it all that much. Yeah. Not really much to say. And then we got Exeggutor, again, probably C tier. I'd probably put this like in between Beedrill and Dodrio. I think it's better than Execute, but I don't know. I don't like that he's like obtuse. Like obtuse Exeggutor is just kind of wacky looking. But then you get Alolan Exeggutor, and this thing's awesome. This thing is sick. I'm gonna put it like below the Diglett and Dugtrio. He's just a cool palm tree, and I think that's based. I like the palm tree Exeggutor. He looks pretty awesome. And actually resembles like a palm tree more than original Exeggutor. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good rating for it. Just high B tier. I think that works. Anyways, Cubone. Cubone's solid. Cubone's B tier, I think. I mean, no one can really complain about that. Probably put it like right there. Why the fuck is it dragon type though? Listen, don't question it. Alolan Exeggutor as a dragon type will forever be one of the most base things the Pokemon Company did, because there was no reason for them to do it, but they did it anyway. They were like, wow, we just turned this into like a giant palm tree. Let's make a dragon type. And that was awesome. Alolan Exeggutor's peak. Well, not really, because I have a bunch of Pokemon ranked over it, but you get the point. It's pretty cool. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it up here, below Kingler. I think that's a better spot for it. But yeah, Cubone, I think it's a solid looking design. It's kind of cool. B tier for me. Then you get Marowak. I don't like Marowak as much as Cubone. But I'd put it in C tier, like in between Blastoise and Electrode. It's okay. I couldn't really tell you what I don't like about this one as much. I think it's just like the continuity errors involving it. Because the lore with Cubone is like it's wearing its dead mother's skull or whatever, and then like it evolves in a Marowak, and then like it like merges with the skull, and then like it dies, and then like I don't know. I don't get the lore. It's too confusing. I don't like it all that much. Marowak gets C tier. But Alolan Marowak? This guy's pretty cool. I can't lie. Alolan Marowak is pretty sick. I'd probably put Alolan Marowak like right here. I think it's pretty cool. It's Ghost Fire type. He's like a fire dancer. He's got the little like fire stick and then like, you know, twirls it around. Like, he's pretty cool. So I think, you know, pretty based Pokemon there. I don't like it as much as some of the other Alolan forms, but it's still pretty good overall. I like it. High B tier for me. Alright. Then we're getting to Hitmonlee. Usually people prefer Hitmonlee over Hitmonchan, but for me I'm like kind of the opposite. I still do like Hitmonlee quite a bit, but like I don't like it more than Hitmonchan. I think I prefer Hitmonchan over it. Hitmonlee's just kind of like, he's cool, but Hitmonchan, you know, he looks like a dude, which I guess is why people don't like him, but he's like boxing, you know? And I think that's better. So, honestly, Hitmonchan... I put Hitmonchan, like, right there. I think it's pretty sick. Hitmonchan's the GOAT, yeah. Hitmonchan's probably my favorite of the Hitmon trio. Whenever we get to Hitmontop, wherever that guy is. Where's Hitmontop? There he is. We're not going to get to him today, though, probably. Anyways, next up, Lickitung. Lickitung. Lickitung is a guy. He's a dude with a really long tongue for some reason. It's B tier, I think. We're going to put Lickitung like right behind Fearow. I think it's alright. It's pretty solid. You know, I'm not really sure. I used to think Lickitung was like a turtle. And like, it still kind of does look like that, but at the same time, it's not really a turtle. It just has like a really long tongue. I don't know. Lickitung's a creature. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we got Koffing. Koffing's pretty cool. I do really like Koffing. Koffing and Weezing. Oh, I didn't mean to draw Koffing there. Koffing's just like a ball of like gas, and he just like blows up sometimes. I think that's pretty sick. I'm gonna put Koffing there. You know, I definitely like Koffing a lot more than Ekans. Ekans and Koffing are usually paired together because of Team Rocket. And then Weezing, kind of just the same boat. I think I prefer Koffing over it, but honestly, I'd put Weezing like right there. I think I'd like, honestly, I'll just put Hisuian Arcanine above them, but I think Koffing and Weezing are both pretty underrated Pokemon. I appreciate them. I like them. I'm leaving them in A tier. Alright. Kind of out of left field. I have a lot of poison types in A tier, I've realized. You got Nidoking, Muck, Haunter, Grimer, and the Koffing and Weezing. Yeah. Anyway. Galarian Weezing, we got Doug Dimmadome himself. I don't like this one as much. I used to think this Pokemon's design was like kind of funny at first, but then like after a little bit it just wasn't funny anymore, and now I just think it's kind of mid. And it's kind of ugly too at the same time. I think I'd put Galarian Weezing like I don't know. I think I'd leave it here, like right behind Ekans.
I just don't really like this Pokemon all that much. Yeah, not much else to say. Anyways, next we got Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn is pretty cool. It's a cool Rhino. I put Rhyhorn like... I put it right above like Galarian Farfetch'd, I think. I like Rhyhorn. Then we got Rhydon. Rhyhorn deserves S tier? No. It's good, but like I wouldn't put it in S tier. Rhydon, honestly, Rhydon looks like he commits tax evasion -10 aura. How does that make any sense? Rhydon, honestly, I'm gonna put A tier. Rhydon's always been a pretty cool Pokemon. I'm gonna put it right behind Rapidash. This is where this Pokemon's evolution line, for the record, should have ended. It should not have evolved again, but then it evolved into Rhyperior, and we don't talk about that. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, anyway. Next up, Chansey. Chansey. I like how round Chansey is. Is that like a bad thing to say? Chansey's just like a big ball of like whatever Chansey is. I don't know. Cotton or something. And when you talk about legendary, the Chansey's got to be up there in the GOAT combo. But not really. Chansey's solid. I think probably for me, I'd put Chansey like... I'd put Chansey right below Cubone, I think. Maybe above Cubone. I don't know. We're just going to leave it there. Chansey's only good for grinding levels. Yeah, I remember in my Pokemon Heart Gold game, there was like a Chansey swarm or whatever. So I was like trying to get Lucky Eggs from them, and then while that was happening, I found a shiny Pidgeotto. And I caught it. It was pretty cool. It was a while ago though. Anyway, yeah, Chansey, B tier, put it right behind Cubone. I think that's a good spot for it. Next up, we got Tangela. Tangeli, as some people call it. Tangela is kind of based. I used to not like this Pokemon because I just thought it looked stupid. But like, it's just a bunch of blue noodles and it's got some eyeballs in the middle. Like, I think it's kind of based. I'd put Tangela like right below Hitmonchan, right above Parasect. He's kind of a GOAT. Red Jordans, he's dripping out. Yeah, he's got the red Octobers, dude. Tangela's got the red Octobers on. He's dripping all over, man. Anyways, next up, Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. This Pokemon's alright. It's B tier. I think probably I would put it probably like right below, put it right above Zubat, right behind Chansey. No, I'd put it above Chansey actually, probably above Cubone too. Leave it there. A mother who works 2 jobs and loves her kids and never stops. See, I respect the hustle from Kangaskhan, but overall, like, I'm just not really like, I don't really have any like opinions about this Pokemon really. Though I think its design's pretty cool. I like kangaroos, so that's kind of what it's based on. So that's B tier. Next up, we got Horsey, cute little seahorse. I think it's B tier. I'd probably put it like, again, kind of in that same area. I'd probably put it right above, right there.
right behind Kangaskhan. But then you get to Seadra. Honestly, I really like Seadra. Seadra for me is A tier. I'd probably put Seadra like right above Nidoking, to be honest. I really like Seadra. It's pretty cool. I like all the spikes that it's got going on, and then it kind of looks pissed off too. And I think, but like in a good way. Well, not in a good way, but okay. It just looks cool. It looks cool. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
You know what doesn't look cool? This fucking thing. Goldeen and Seaking. I'm gonna rank these two together because these Pokemon are just so unremarkable. Like, Goldeen and Seaking are hands fucking down, the most forgettable Pokemon from Kanto, I think. Hands down. Like, they're in like every game, but like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about them? Like, they're just so mid. They're so mid. I don't know. I'm gonna put them here in D tier. Like, it's honestly insulting how mid they are. I don't know how this Kangaskhan resembles a kangaroo. The only thing it has is a pouch for its young. Yeah, that's how it resembles a kangaroo. And also its name is literally Kangaskhan. Like Kanga. Like it's at the beginning. Anyway. Back on topic. Goldeen and Seaking, they're just like, they're insultingly mid. They never like do anything for these Pokemon. They haven't gotten a regional form or anything. They're just so unremarkable, so mid, and it's insulting. They're not like worse than the Raticates and the Hypno and the Golem, but like they're just still mid. I probably prefer Seaking over Goldeen maybe, but it's like not really. Like they're mid. Anyways. Next up we got Staryu. Staryu, bro. I like Staryu. Staryu, again, probably B tier. I have a lot of B tier Pokemon, I'm realizing. But
it adds up because
I think Staryu's pretty cool. I would put Staryu like right below Lickitung. And then we got Starmie. Starmie's definitely better. I'd put Starmie probably right above Alolan Marowak there. I think Starmie, you know, it's got more points. You know, if it has more points, it's better, as we have established. And then, like, I don't know. I like the colors on it more. The purple and gold and red just looks better. The next up, we got Mr. Mime. A lot of people hate this Pokemon, but honestly, like, Mr. Mime low-key's kind of based. It's kind of creepy looking, but I like it. I think Mr. Mime, honestly, I'll put it like right above Lickitung. I think it's alright. But when you look at Alolan, no, what's this one called? No, Galarian Mr. Mime. This thing sucks. This thing is such a bad design. Like, honestly, it's worse than the Raticates. Like, look at this thing. What is this thing supposed to do? Like, why does this exist? That's what I want to know. It looks so dumb. Like Mr. Mime looks kind of like he's got a style. This thing just looks like bad and dumb. Well, I mean, it has a style. I guess I shouldn't say it doesn't, but like, I don't know. I don't like this thing. Mr. Mime's cool, but I don't like this guy. Galarian Mr. Mime is not as good. But then we get Scyther, okay? Scyther, as you guys know, Scizor is my favorite Pokemon. And Scyther, you know, is pretty freaking good too. I'd probably put Scyther like S tier, to be honest. Probably put it right behind Slowbro. Honestly, you know, I'm wondering maybe if you should move Slowpoke back a bit. I feel like Slowpoke and Slowbro for me are kind of like both at the top there. Scyther, yeah, I'm fine with leaving it above Gengar and Alakazam, but yeah, Scyther is still pretty cool. The green is great on it. You know, it looks menacing, it looks awesome. So yeah. Scyther S tier for me. Pretty easy choice there. Next up we got Jinx. This is another Pokemon that people usually put pretty low. And yeah, it's lower for me too, though I wouldn't put it in D tier. I think this is a C tier Pokemon. I'd probably put Jinx like behind Paris. I'd probably put it there. It's pretty mid, but I don't think it's like bad necessarily. It kind of just looks like a woman, which is what it's going for. I don't know. Like, I don't dislike it as much as other people do, I don't think, but I'm not a fan of it either. So Jinx C tier. Okay, next up we got Electabuzz. I really like Electabuzz. Electabuzz is A tier for me. The main reason I like this Pokemon is because of this clip from the original Pokemon anime, where this dude has Electabuzz, and he's trying to get Electabuzz to attack, and then Electabuzz attacks, and then it like lets out this noise, and it's like, it sounds so fucking cursed. It was so funny. So Electabuzz is pretty sick. How's the list so far? Any more Fs? No more Fs. I was close to putting Hypno in there, but this is what we got right now. But yeah, Electabuzz, A tier for me. If you did, do you like Hypno? Ew. Anyway. Hypno would eat you? Yeah, you're right. He would. Anyways, we got Magmar next. Again, Magmar for me is like an A tier Pokemon. I really like Magmar. Probably again like put it right next to Electabuzz. I feel like these Pokemon are like both, you know, held in pretty similar regard. I'd probably put it below Electabuzz to be honest, but yeah, it's still pretty good. He's a cool guy, Magmar. He does a little bit of Magmaring and whatnot. And that's pretty sick. So, a lot of people don't like this Pokemon, though, I've learned, which, I don't know, this used to be one of my favorites when I was younger, because, again, I know I reference the Pokemon anime so much, but I feel like I have to. There's the episode where Ash's Charizard fights Blaine's Magmar in the 7th gym. That was such a fire episode, dude. It was so good. Magmar, he gets a lot of street cred from that. Let me tell you. Anyway. Moving on, we have Pinsir. Pinsir's B tier for me. Probably like... I'd probably put it like below Charizard, to be honest. Like, it's alright. Fun fact, did you know that Slizcore's channel name is a combination of Scizor and Gliscor? No, I didn't. How did you know that? How did you piece that one together? Pinsir for me is B tier though. I think it's like kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm not like a huge fan of the brown and gray color scheme. And the mouth is kind of creepy and freaky, but you know, whatever. I think it's still kind of cool looking. Anyways, next up we got Tauros. Tauros might be a hot take, but Tauros is S tier for me. Probably put Tauros right there. Tauros used to be like my favorite Pokemon, I think, at one point when I was a lot younger.
I couldn't tell you why. I just really like Tauros. I'm just a huge fan. Call me crazy, but Tauros is pretty sick. I just had to say it. He's a pretty cool guy. Enough said. Tauros is S tier. You like Pokemon built like you. Or if I was built like a bull, I would not be complaining. I could beat up so many people. I'd send people flying, dude. Like, what do you mean? Anyways, we got... I'm not gonna rank the other Paldean Tauros forms, but we got Paldean Tauros. When I first saw it, I liked it a lot, but after like the game being out for 2 years, I don't know. I don't think it's as good as original Tauros. I don't like how smooth the horns are, and they're not like pointed at all. So for me, it's B tier, and not like high B tier. Like they don't really even change much about it aside from the horns. They just turn Tauros like gray and black. Yeah, I don't know. I'd put Tauros like right below Hitmonlee, I think. Ice Speed is 27 million more subs than you. Oh dang, that's a lot. Rest in peace, me. All right. Next up, we got Magikarp and Gyarados. Now listen. When I was younger, I hated Magikarp. I really did. I need you guys to like lock in. I hated Magikarp. I thought Magikarp was like exceptionally mid, and it, you know, for the record, it is like in battle. It's just not very good. It sucks. But Magikarp, honestly, now it's one of the most iconic Pokemon. It's a staple of the Pokemon series. I can't not put Magikarp like right at the top of A tier. Alright. Like, I gotta show Magikarp respect where it's due. Alright. I was thinking about maybe putting it in S tier, but I think it's A, like top of A. Near the top of A works fine for me. But then you get Gyarados. Gyarados is S tier. Alright, Gyarados is S tier. I'd put it above Alakazam. Right there. No, I'd put it above Gyarados. Or, not Gengar, I mean. Gyarados is awesome. Yeah, like, I mean, like, it's an insane comeback story. Like, Magikarp is like this pathetic fish thing that sucks. Then it evolves into this badass, pissed off dragon. Sea dragon thing. Like, Gyarados is awesome, dude. Like, it is S tier, definitively. It's so good. So yeah, Gyarados, S tier, no questions from me. Anyways, next up, we have Lapras. Lapras is A tier, I think. As far as where I'd put it in A tier, I'd probably put it like right above Rhydon. I used to really like Lapras a lot more, but now not as much. But I still think it's A tier. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, Lapras, A tier. Pretty easy pick there. Anyways, next up we got Ditto. Ditto is also an A tier Pokemon. We got a lot of heavy hitters near the end of this Pokédex, let me tell you. But yeah, Ditto is also an A tier Pokemon. As for where I'd put it on here, I'd probably put it like right below Muck. I like Ditto. I think Muck is the better sludge monster personally, but Ditto is still pretty cool. Honestly, what am I doing? Muck should probably be like right below Squirtle. What am I doing, man? No, let me just move up. Yeah. A for effort, but with an A. What? Man, you gotta stop yapping, Roasted Toast. You got a problem, man. You got an addiction. The Ditto plus Mongerlord goes hard, yeah. Every time we find Ditto in Cobblemon, we gotta tell Monger to go catch it. That was the lore. You yap so much. Well, that's what I'm like doing on this stream. Yapping professionally. Anyway, next up we got Eevee, who in my opinion should be the Pokemon mascot over Pikachu, but and kind of is at this point. I feel like Pikachu and Eevee are both kind of considered mascots of the Pokemon. What did I just do? Where did Eevee? Okay, Eevee's dying. They're kind of both considered mascots of the series at this point. I prefer Eevee to Pikachu, I think. But, like, not by much. I'd probably put Eevee, like... probably, like, right below Jigglypuff. I think it's solid. Anyway, moving on to the Eeveelutions. We got Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Vaporeon I used to like. I used to have this in B tier, but Vaporeon drops to C tier solely because... No, honestly, fuck. I said it. You know what? No, I can't justify putting it lower than... I'm gonna put it at the top of D tier. Top of D tier. The memes regarding this Pokemon have just made me despise it. I just can't. You better put Flareon in a high tier. I will. Flareon's my favorite out of the original Eeveelutions. Anyways, Jolteon. Jolteon is pretty cool, but like, I don't know, I'd probably put it there. It's high B tier, but I personally am not like the biggest fan of it. I know that Jolteon's a lot of people's like favorite Eeveelution out of the original three, or in general. But for me, Flareon's my favorite out of the original three. I think it's really cool. It's kind of like a low-key design, but it's pretty good overall. I'd probably put Flareon like right above Starmie. I'm not gonna put it in A tier though. Honestly, I'll put it above Starmie. It's like higher. There we go. So high B tier for Flareon, I think, is good enough. It'll suffice. So, yeah. A tier or a Telflare? Man, Telflare, I don't care. Anyways, moving on. Porygon. Porygon's my goat. I gotta put Porygon high. Porygon for me probably goes in S tier, though I don't... Would either go... I'm gonna put it here. Put it in front of Gyarados, behind Tauros. I really like Porygon. Porygon is pretty awesome. It is like an N64 Pokemon. Top A. Nah, Porygon's awesome, man. I think all the Porygon line is like S tier for me. That might be a little bit of a spoiler for future rankings, but you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I think Porygon's awesome. Where's Porygon Z? Porygon Z's all the way down here, dude. Porygon Z is right here. It's a Sinnoh Pokemon. I'm not rating it now. I just told you, though, what I would rate it. Anyways, Omanyte. Omanyte is B tier, I think. You know, he's kind of cool. He's a little fossil guy. I would put Omanyte probably like right here. And then Almastar I don't like as much. Almastar is probably C tier. I would put Almastar like probably above Marowak, I think. I don't like what it's got going on with its mouth. Like, I don't like the little like chippers it's got going. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Anyway. Next up we got Kabuto. Kabuto's kind of cool. I won't lie. I think Kabuto is A tier for me. It's kind of a random A tier, I think, but I don't know, he just looks kind of cool. He's got like the random like pink red eyes or whatever on the bottom here, and then he's like a little horseshoe crab. I love crabs, as previously stated, so I think it's pretty cool. Then you got Kabutops. Kabutops for me isn't as good. I'd put it in B tier. Probably like right below Hitmonchan. Though it's still pretty good. I don't want to like make it sound like it's bad. I kind of just... I couldn't tell you what I don't like as much about it. Maybe it's like the scythe hands. Then again, Scyther has scythe hands. I don't know. I just don't think Kabuto... It's just a downgrade from... Kabutops is a downgrade from Kabuto, I think. Versatoast. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Or anyway. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, man, that's A tier. Aerodactyl, he's like a little pterodactyl thing. He's pretty cool. I'd put it like right below Ditto. Used to be one of my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid. Definitely one of the cooler. Probably the best fossil type. Or, not type, but best fossil Pokemon. Honestly, they should make a fossil type, though. Am I, like, wrong for saying that? Instead of making all of them rock type, they should just be fossil type. They just need, like, there's enough of them where they can justify it. Just make fossil types. Just do it. Anyway. Let's move those. Then we got Snorlax. You guys already know. Snorlax, S tier, man. 100%. Okay? Snorlax is a goat. He's a goat, man. Come on, like... definitive. Like, he's a big guy. Like, I got a Snorlax plush, like, right next to me, dude. I mean, this is a big boy. He's awesome. Snorlax is so good, dude. Quesos think alike. Alright, dude. Listen, Snorlax is awesome. He's a cool bear, and he, like, sleeps everywhere, and then, like, he's also OP at the same time. Like, don't sleep on Snorlax. Like, you can diss Snorlax all you want, but Snorlax would beat your ass, low-key. No, high-key. Alright? Anyway. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. The Galarian birds are, like, my favorite legendary trio. So there's a good chance all three of them are going in S tier. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's just rank the Kanto ones first, and then we'll do the Galarian ones. So the Kanto birds, we got Articuno first. Articuno, I think, is B tier. I'd probably put it like high B tier. I think it's pretty majestic looking, I think. And oh fuck, that was something. But yeah, it's pretty majestic looking. It's also one of the only ice types from Kanto. Probably like the best resemblance of an ice type from the Kanto region. Or can you be mewing and just put them where you think the Pokemon belong at? I don't know. What does that mean, dude? You just want me to, like, be quiet and just, like, drag the Pokemon to where there's no fun in that. It's kind of lame. I'm not trying to speedrun.
because you yap. Well, I like explaining my reasoning for putting them where. You know what we're supposed to. I'm not listening to you. You've lost your listening privileges. Anyways, Zapdos is next. I like Zapdos more than Articuno. I'm gonna put Zapdos like top of B tier. No, that's not true. I'm gonna put Zapdos. I'm gonna put it right there. I think that's good. Zapdos was always my favorite out of the legendary birds, so yeah, always been pretty high ranked for me. Next up we got Moltres. I think Moltres definitely is my least favorite out of them. I'd probably put it like low B tier. I think again it's still B tier though, but again we're probably putting it on the lower end here. I'd probably put it like probably like right above Hitmonlee, right behind Nidoran. I'm doing fine, Felipe. How about you, man? So put Moltres there. Dark Lord Moltres is fire. Yeah, let's get to the Galarian birds, because these three, again, I know I said this is my favorite legendary trio in Pokemon. I think all these designs are so good. Alright, let's just get into it. Galarian Articuno is up first. I think this one is the worst out of them, but it being the worst out of them doesn't really make much of a difference because it's still A tier. It's still A tier. I'd probably put it like right behind Psyduck. Like it's still pretty good. I really like it. Next up we have Galarian Zapdos. This is my personal favorite. I said they might all be S. I said they might all be S. Or probably. Wasn't 100% sure. Anyways, Galarian Zapdos is my favorite out of them, I think. It's like a cool Roadrunner, and I think that's awesome. As for where I'd put it, I'd probably put Galarian Zapdos like right here, right behind Porygon. I think it's pretty good. And then Galarian Moltres. I mean, this thing just looks fire. I'd probably put it right behind Galarian Zapdos. I mean, it is such an improvement on Moltres' original design, it's not even funny. Like, oh my god. Like, it's night and day better. It's crazy, dude. What gen are we in? We're doing Gen 1, but like, they put like the forms with Gen 1. Even if the forms were from a different, you know, generation. So like those were from Gen 8, but you know, whatever. Alright, next up, we're almost done Gen 1. We got 5 more Pokemon to go. But we got Dratini. Dratini, I think it's pretty cute. I like it. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Probably like right behind Haunter. So Lizzie, why is Magikarp not at the very top? Listen, I was tempted to put it in S tier, but I didn't. So we'll put Dratini right behind Haunter there. That's a pretty cute Pokemon. Then we got Dragonair. I like Dragonair more than Dratini. I like the vibrant blue on it a lot. I'd probably put Dragonair like right behind Aerodactyl. It's pretty sick. And then you got Dragonite. Dragonite, I think I prefer... Okay, no, I like it more than Dragonair, though I think I would still, like, I'd put it here. I wouldn't put it above Aerodactyl, I don't think. So, we're gonna leave Dragonite there. Almost to Johto, yeah, we'll get some Johto Pokemon done this stream. But yeah, Dragonite we'll put there. I think that's a good spot for it. So all 3 of the Dratini line are A tier. It's pretty good.
I think they're all objectively pretty good. Are megas included? No. I'm putting the megas, gender differences, and the Gigantamaxes all in this thing. Man, Versatoast. Oh, Versatoast, why do you do this? Why must you be existing? Oh, man, how? You're like spamming in the chat. Like, calm down. Anyways, Mewtwo. Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo has to be like... I want to put it S tier, but do I like it more than Pidgeot? I don't know, I kind of prefer Pidgeot, but Mewtwo still is really cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move Pidgeot up here. We're just gonna do that. Mewtwo's S tier. I prefer Pidgeot, I think, but I think Mewtwo's still S tier. So we're gonna put Pidgeot in S. The first move of the day. And then the last Pokemon from Gen 1, we got Mew. Mew's pretty cool. I think Mew's A tier. As for where in A tier, probably on the lower end. Probably put it like right behind Lapras. No way Pidgeot's better than Mewtwo. Listen, I really like Pidgeot. I'm a big Pidgeot fan. But yeah, that is Gen 1. The entirety of Gen 1 plus all the forms, like regional forms and whatever, all ranked. Pretty good. We got Slowbro at the top, and then Alolan Golem at the bottom. Man, I don't know what they were doing when they were making this thing. I really don't. But yeah, pretty sick. Anyways, moving on. We'll get some Gen 2 done a little bit. We'll see how far we can get through. Gen 2 doesn't have as many Pokemon, so we might get a decent way through. But anyways, starting off with Chikorita. Chikorita for me... Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna... Alright. Chikorita for me would probably be like low B tier. I think like above Victory Bell is fine. I think that's where I would put it. Like, it's fine, it just doesn't have a lot going on. I just don't really like it as much as its other evolutions, which let's start with Bayleaf. I think Bayleaf is pretty cool. I think Bayleaf is an A tier Pokemon. I would honestly put Bayleaf like right below Hisuian Arcanine? Yeah. Bayleaf is pretty cool. And then Meganium, I'd say, is probably just as cool as Bayleaf. I don't know if I like it more than Bayleaf. You know what, I think I do slightly more. I kind of like the pink and the green contrast. So, we'll put Meganium there. And then we'll just move this Meganium over here. So yeah, there we go. Chikorita line finished. And then we got Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil again, A tier, I think. How many parts? I don't know. However many we need. It's probably going to be like 4 or something. 4 or 5 maybe. The rate we're going. Anyways, Cyndaquil. I would put Cyndaquil like probably right in between these two here. Cyndaquil's pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite fire-type starters. Alright, I'll begin there, Aristatus. Man, do not call me Slizabortion. Alright,
Moving on. We got Quilava. I think Quilava, honestly, is B tier. Probably like middle B tier somewhere. I'd probably put it like right below Ammonite, I think. It's alright. It's solid. It's kind of cool. The only thing with the Cyndaquil line is like they all look cursed when they don't have the flames on. But yeah. Anyways, Typhlosion. I don't like Typhlosion as much as Quilava. I think Typhlosion is probably like lower C or lower B tier. I would put Typhlosion like probably right below Moltres. There you go. Oddish in C tier is criminal free, my boy. No. Oddish will not be freed. We'll put Typhlosion there.
But then we have Hisuian Typhlosion. I'm a big Hisuian Typhlosion fan, chat. Like, hear me out. Hisuian Typhlosion, like, low-key teetering on the edge of S tier. But realistically, I'd probably put it, like, right here. I think it's really cool. Definitely my favorite Hisuian form. No, that's a lie. Hisuian Zoroark exists. Forgot about that one. But yeah, Hisuian Typhlosion is really awesome. But then we got Totodile. Totodile is my boy. Top of S tier. I'm a huge Totodile fan. Totodile is my favorite starter Pokemon. Always been a big Totodiler. I think it's a valid placement for the guy, for the dude, the Totodile. He's awesome. All right, putting him above Slowbro. That's a big. It's a big thing to do. Anyways, we got Croconaw next. Croconaw's B tier. I don't know where in B. Probably like, you know. I'd put it like right above Starmie. Totodile loses to Chimchar any day of the week, for real, for real. No. No. Chimchar's kind of in my opinion, but we'll get to Chimchar eventually one day. Feraligator's the best water type starter. I'm not as big as of a Feraligator fan as most people are. I still like it, but like I'd probably just put it like right there. Just like it's better than Croconaw, but like I don't know. I prefer Totodile way more than Croconaw and Feraligator, but Feraligator's still cool. So I put it right there. You know, high B tier I think is fine. Then we got Sentret. Sentret's awesome, man. I'd put Sentret A tier any day of the week. I'll put Sentret like probably right above Rhydon. Sentret's awesome. He's just a little dude, a little guy. Then we got Furret. Honestly, I don't like Furret as much as Sentret. I'm so late at this stream, dude. Welcome in Korea. Yeah, we only got like 6 minutes left. I'm gonna try to speed through as many of these as I can, real quick. Okay, Furret, I'm gonna put like. Honestly, I got Kadabra like so high up here. What am I doing? I'm gonna put Furret right below Bayleaf. Honestly, why do I have Kadabra this high? I need to move Kadabra like way down. Put Kadabra like right there. No, right there. Anyway, Hoot. Hoot's B tier. I would put Hoot probably like. Probably right below Growlithe. I think it's, you know, kind of wholesome, kind of cool. Noctowl, definitely not as high up in B tier, probably lower, to be honest. I'd put it like right here, right above Doduo, right below. No, I'll put it right there. Yeah. I've been here since the start. Yeah, man. Yeah, Banana King. Lediba. This is probably like, Siscore, do you work out? Yeah. I work out like all the time. By all the time, I mean like every other day. Anyway, Lediba. Where would I put Lediba, dude? I don't know. I feel like this is a C tier Pokemon, but I kind of like it a little more. I'd probably put Lediba like. Right there, right above Noctowl, and then Ledian. I think Ledian's kind of cool, low key. I put Ledian like right here, higher B tier. You think Ledian's bad? I think Ledian's awesome, dude. Wow, thanks, King Ultra Boost. I'm glad I'm not 724 pounds. What a great outcome, I guess. I don't know. But Ledian's pretty cool. He kind of like reminds me of Robin from Teen Titans. Like if that was a Pokemon. Then we got Spinarak. I love Spinarak. Spinarak's so cute, dude. You think they wouldn't be able to make a spider Pokemon cute, but Spinarak's awesome. I'd put Spinarak like probably right there. I love Spinarak, man. He's awesome. Then we got Ariados. Ariados is pretty solid. Probably like middle B tier. I would put Ariados like probably right above probably right below Charmeleon there. Snorlax is S tier, I agree with that. Yeah, man. We'll do like a final review of the tier list in a minute. Crobat's pretty good. I think Crobat, definitely better than Zubat and Golbat. I wouldn't put it like A tier though. It would probably be like I'd put Crobat like right here. I think that's good. Yeah, Crobat. Alright. Then we got Chinchou. Chinchou is another B tier Pokemon. I quite like Chinchou, I think. You know, he's kind of wholesome. He's kind of a chill guy. I think Chinchou I'd probably put like right there. And then Lantern, I don't like Lantern. I do not like this Pokemon. It's not bad enough for me to put it C tier, but like I'd put it here. To be honest, I am not a huge Lantern fan. I just don't like it. I don't. We're gonna end it off with Pichu. I think that's fitting. End it off with Pichu. That'll be our last ranking for this stream. Pichu, I think, is B tier. I would put it like higher B tier though. I'd probably put Pichu like right below Ninetales. I think that's a good spot. I can't tell you what I like about it more than Pikachu, but I don't know. I just like it more than Pikachu. That's all I can really say. Yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it. We'll do like a quick little rundown. My S tiers. Here's what we got. This is ordered, by the way. So the way you see them is the way I rank them. So like, for example, I think Totodile is the best one here. I think, you know, Bulbasaur is better than Ponyta and whatnot. Maybe I'll make some like last minute adjustments. I'd probably put Pidgeot above. I'd put Pidgeot above Alakazam, I think.
yeah, I'll leave it like that. I don't think I'll put Mewtwo above Alakazam. Yeah, that's all the changes I'll make for now. It's kind of intimidating looking at the other sections, especially B tier. Oh my god. So we'll continue this another time. I don't know when, but it should be fun to do every so often. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash the like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.